Demonstrating the rapid employable system called Fast Rope Infiltration Exfiltration System. The Blackhawk helicopter coming in from the right now. They're going to deploy some special operations forces into denied areas where a helicopter would otherwise be unable to land. It's utilized today worldwide in all theaters of operation by special operations forces. The UH-60 Blackhawk aircraft is flown by the UH-60 Flight Detachment on operators from the 7th Special Forces Group Airborne. The prize master gives the team to be inserted multiple warnings, and as they come in over the target, the command, rope, rope, rope. The rope master in the door releases the fast rope. Watch them as they come in right now. The pilot, with both his hands and feet very, very busy. This is a way to get soldiers into the area very, very rapidly. Rope, rope, rope. Watch them as they go down. And keep your eyes on the soldiers as they quickly get down that rope. Taxiing by the FA-18 Super Hornet from Naval Air Station Oceana. 3 ropers on the rope at a time. When the final roper is on the ground and the rope is clear, the command to release rope is given. The rope is then released from the aircraft because it's very difficult and time-consuming to be retrieved back inside. The rope can then be cached or recovered at a later time. Now, as the aircraft makes its wagon wheel return to pick up the ground forces, the team prepares themselves for extraction. Of course, when they're on the ground, they can accomplish their mission, and that is to recover a downed airman or a wounded soldier or take out an enemy target. The UH-60 Blackhawk helicopter is made by Sikorsky Aircraft. It is a tactical assault and utility helicopter with a maximum speed of about 220 miles per hour. The rotor diameter is 54 feet, allowing it to support a fully loaded aircraft up to 21,800 pounds. That includes fuel, cargo, and the weight of the aircraft. Now, the aircraft is coming back around. By utilizing the buddy system, the team members are going to hook up their special harnesses known as the SPIES harness, the Special Control Infill Exfil System. As the aircraft approaches, the team leader utilizes one of a variety of methods to contact or signal the aircraft and assist them in locating their position. The ground team now moves to the ropes. The buddy system is used to hook up, and a rope master ensures proper rigging on each rope as a final safety check. When the team's ready for extraction, the ground element gives the hand and arm signal thumbs up to the overhead prize rope master and the crew chief of the Blackhawk helicopter. It's then relayed to the pilots that all is okay for extraction. The team is then picked up and flown to the nearest area that safely allows the pilots to lower the personnel and land the helicopter so that the operators may be retrieved back into the aircraft. The ropers today are Sergeant First Class Craig Christ, Staff Sergeant Chris Lentz, Staff Sergeant Jamin Baggett, Staff Sergeant Lamar Eubanks, I should say, and Sergeant Nate Dobnak. The prize master is Master Sergeant Matt Barrett. Now let's watch. Underneath that helicopter right now, that 54-foot rotor disc, are hurricane force winds of over 100 miles per hour. There's the thumbs up. Now let's watch as they get ready to be extracted. This is the ride of a lifetime. Let's take a look here. The pilot pulls on the collective, taking the helicopter straight up, the slack's taken up, and here they go. Using their arms stuck out to the side, it helps them control themselves in attitude so they don't get whipped around too much. Again, hurricane force winds underneath, and that's why the ropes are fairly long, to keep them in less of a wind. Look at that. How about a nice round of applause for our prize demonstrators? During the entire flight, the team on the rope is monitored by the FRIES rope master and crew chief to ensure a quick reaction in the event of a problem. The team utilizes their body position to help stabilize themselves while in flight and hand and arm signals to communicate to the aircraft. You'll notice that they're hooked up from the rear, which allows them total access to their weapons systems, providing them the ability to maintain their own security during flight and landing. As the aircraft approaches the landing zone, airspeed will be reduced very, very gently to prevent oscillation, or in other words, getting them swinging like a swing. Then the team will be lowered vertically to the ground. The Blackhawk helicopter that you see here today is one of over thousands that have been built, the original prototype having flown back on October 17th of 1974. Blackhawks entered service with the 101st Airborne Division of the United States Army in 1979. They moved back in the Gulf War of 1991. They moved more than 1 million soldiers. It's been used by multiple services, including the Air Force and the Coast Guard, as well as the United States Army and the Marine Corps. The UH-60 can carry 11 troops or up to 8,140 pounds of cargo. Now watch as the soldiers reach the ground. Upon contact, the team will move out from the aircraft, creating space for it to land. And as the aircraft lands, the team will unhook from the rope, quickly board the aircraft, and they'll also retrieve all the equipment, including the other ropes. Then they will be able to get back to their base and be able to say, mission complete. Now, as you look at the helicopter right out in front of us, this is a very unique opportunity we have to see how the rotor supports the weight of the aircraft. Right now, it's very, very flat. When the pilot in the right seat in the front pulls up on the collective, which is handled by his left hip, or her left hip, as the case may be, we will see the rotor actually cone upwards as the pitch of the blades is increased, or that angle is increased to fight more air to lift it up into the air. And you will see the weight of the helicopter being supported, and that rotor will literally begin to cone upward. Those of you looking at the jumpers, watch it. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, a nice round of applause for the SPIES and FRIES demonstration. The USASOC Flight Detachment on operation, operators from the 7th Special Forces, and our Blackhawk, I should say our FRIES demonstration, Master Sergeant Matt Barrick being the man in charge, and ropers Sergeant First Class Greg Christ, Staff Sergeant Chris Lentz, Staff Sergeant Jamin Baggett, Staff Sergeant Lamar Ebanks, and Sergeant Nate Dobnak. Coming up in just a second, we've got the United States Navy's FA-18 Super Hornet, and with me here on stage to tell you all about that demonstration is Lieutenant Matt Niswan. You got it over there, Matt? You think is the mic working for you, buddy?
No, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I hear you great. Well, I gotta tell you, buddy, watching you guys fly the Super Hornet yesterday and Friday is a treat. It is the Hornet's new Sting. It's not the old Hornet like, well,